I wrote it all down. I planned on telling you all of it, but best laid plans and all. Anyway, I'm not as good at public speaking as my dad was. But one thing I did get from him is I can tell a bold-faced lie with a straight face and have nobody realize it's a joke.
He was a master. He was a master at that.
No, I forget what okay. So, one of the things my dad loved was going on family vacations. So, in 1984, when I was a wee lad of 8, we went on an epic cross-country journey, and it really defined my life in a lot of ways. And it was at one point during this trip that I started planning this speech when my dad died. I think it'll be okay. I've been planning this for years and decades. I've been planning this for decades. We were somewhere in the Nevada desert, I think. And I had my favorite stuffed animal, this Curious George knockoff, I think I got from Uncle Frank, that I named Zephyr. And I was being my wise ass self. And I got a threat from my dad. He said, you better, don't be a wise ass. And that was something I heard from my dad a lot, was don't be a wise ass. Don't be a wise ass. And at a certain point, I realized I learned it from you. I learned it from watching you, man. And my mom would always tell me, just be yourself. I just want you to be happy. And my dad would always say, don't be a wise ass. And at a certain point, it was like, you guys gotta pick a lane. Like, which do you want me to be? Do you want me to be myself, or do you want me to not be a wise ass? So he threatened me. He was in the passenger seat, and as my mom was driving 65, 70 down this desert highway, he said, don't do that again. And I said, or else what? And he said, or else I'll put Zephyr out the window.
Oh.
Like, he's not gonna do that. Like, this stuffed animal was with me for years. I took him everywhere. He's not going to do that. So, of course, me being the wise ass that I am, I took my chances. And he snatched that thing from me. And he said, I'm going to put this out the window. He put it out the window. He put it out the window in the desert. And then he quickly brought it back, and he handed it back to me. And he said, I wasn't going to leave it out the window. I just put it out the window. So I think it was at that point where I started planning what I would say when my father died. And it's no way, never, no way, never, no more. I play a rover. No, never, no more. The next year we went to New England. This part, there might be some liberties here. This is kind of considered recovered memories. This is something that happens when you spend time with a psychiatrist, as I have. This next part is recovered memories, probably with my psychiatrist, Dr. Dewars, who's here tonight. It was, and Dr. Jameson, this part might not be entirely true, but that was something my father taught me. You can embellish if you want, if it helps the story. So the next year, we went to New England, and we went to Quebec, and at some point we stopped at a McDonald's, and I got a Happy Meal, and there was a toy in the Happy Meal. I think they were called Popoids. And these were like these like Tinker Toy type things that had like certain pieces that connected to other pieces. But the thing that differentiated these from Tinker Toys was that you could bend them before you connected them. And the cool, really cool, satisfying thing about these things was the noise they made. When you bent them, you go. And it was just very satisfying. You know, as a 9-year-old kid, just. So from the back seat of this family trip, for miles and miles, went. So eventually, they wound up in a trash can outside of a hotel for safekeeping. It's the only thing I can think of, because they told me, oh, you must have left them somewhere. I don't know where they were. Maybe they're in the trunk. I don't know. And so, you know, don't worry, son. We'll get you more the next time we're at McDonald's. So every McDonald's we passed, hey, there's a McDonald's, let's stop there. Huh? What did you say? There's a McDonald's, let's stop there. Oh, sorry. We have to stop at the next rest stop. And it was a Wendy's. This didn't even have Happy Meals. I figured out later on that they didn't want me to have those things. And I guess in hindsight, I can't blame them. But my plan was to have a whole set. Like, this was just a small Happy Meal toy. I wanted the whole set. Hey, Mom and Dad, like, I want the whole set. I can't wait to go to McDonald's again so I get this other piece and this other piece. And so, all day long, all you hear is... So, needless to say, we never stopped at a McDonald's again after that. Just, I mean, it seemed by chance to me as a kid. But luckily enough, we wound up going to Walt Disney World that November. Just out of the blue. We took time off of school. Me and my sister got to get out of school to go to Walt Disney World. And it was amazing. We had a great time there. And before we were leaving, we stopped at the gift shop. And in the gift shop was this little toy castle with these little toy knights, and they had little toy bannermen and little toy squires, and I knew what all the shit was from this book I got out of the library, and it was really cool. And I didn't know what my parents were doing until that Christmas, when under the tree was that castle, was that same castle, and I didn't even know it was possible to like order something and to get it shipped from you. And it was like the most special present I ever got because it was such a surprise. But years later, I had to wonder, it was all just a distraction to keep me from that annoying... And it worked. It worked. And it's no, never. No, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no. I see a lot of people out here not singing at all. That was like the third time you did that. Like, at least move your lips and pretend. Like, come on, this is for my dad, people.
Too busy laughing, huh?
So anyway, if I get boring, you know, just fuck off in another room. Like, I have a captive audience who is like sympathetic, so I'm gonna milk this for all it's worth. Harry, I see you there. I had you in mind when I started that sentence. Anyway, a lot of people don't know this, but Robert Emmet, the person my dad was named after, was a Protestant. He told me all about Robert Emmet. Robert Emmet was a great orator. And as far as I know, I think he's the only one of his siblings that was named after somebody who wasn't in the family. I'm not sure if I have that right.
Harry was named after Harry.
Harry was named after Harry. Paul was named after Uncle Paul. Mary, I don't know who you were named after, Aunt Mary Jane. Uncle Frank, Uncle Michael. But yeah, Robert Emmett. He was a great patriot in the late 1800s who spoke so well. He inspired a bunch of farmers to take their tools and
Rise up against the
attack a bunch of redcoats, which turned out it wasn't a good idea, but it speaks to how well of an orator he was. But my dad was named after a Protestant, and I'm named after him. He was a Catholic, so that was something I always had over him. You're named after a Protestant. I'm named after a Catholic. He pretended it didn't bother him. I'm pretty sure it did a little. So, as a lot of you know, he was involved in politics, and at a certain point, they had a mailer that they mailed out about my dad. Well, they had several, but the one I'm thinking of compared him to Robert Kennedy. Not the junior who's in the news now, like his dad, RFK. And, the opening was, his name might be Robert Kennedy, ... And then you open it up, but he's no Bobby.
Oh.
So, fuck off. So, when my dad would go and give speeches, people who I didn't even know, they would chant, Bobby, 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 Bobby. And this one time I went to see him, and he got introduced, who's your next Camden County Board of Chosen Freeholder? Robert Kennedy, Bobby, Bobby. And I'm really nervous for my dad. I'm like, how is he going to talk to all these people who, like, I don't even know these people. Like, how is he going to do this? It's kind of how I felt when I grabbed the microphone earlier about myself, but Bobby, Bobby. And he got up, he quieted he did, the thing, like, and then he said, please, friends, please. And then he said, I'm no Bobby, and they all went nuts. And I'm standing there by the side like, don't you guys know? Like, this is the guy who held Zephyr out of the window. Like, why are you guys cheering for him? I didn't get it. And it's no, nay, never. Come on, pretend. No, nay, never, no more. Will I
Play the Bob Rover. No, never, no more.
Well, thank you all for coming. And I just have to say, my dad taught me a lot about storytelling. And the main, apparently not enough. The main thing he told me about, fuck off. The main thing he told me about storytelling, he said, if you want to be in the tradition of the great Irish storytellers, you got to have a great ending. You got to tug at the heartstrings. And neither of those things I can really do, so that's why I decided to end this with a song. And I can't really tug at the heartstrings the way my dad did, but I think that's okay. I got to spend twice as long as he got to spend with his dad. And I got to see him evolve and soften and deepen and all that good stuff. And so, maybe I can't tug at the heartstrings like a great Irish storyteller can, but at least I had him. And one thing I know for sure is that my dad wouldn't want me to be sad right now. But another thing that I know is that I'm really good at doing what my dad didn't want me to do for a really long time. So anyway, if we can all raise the glasses to one of the greats. Conestay, here's to you, Robert Emmett. We love you. Here, Sláinte. Well,